everyone, the leader GelPlus around the world. I'm Damon Joe. Today I become the moderator. So today that is a so great, exciting event that we meet together around the world. So if you have some friend or some team, please bring them to join this Zoom right now because we will start to listen from our research and development talk about the great product that we have something better today that we can learn a lot. First of all, I want to say hi to the team from Taiwan. Hello, Mao 老师, Dr. Mao from Taiwan. Hi, ciao, the Italy team, Daniela. Ciao. And have some Italian in this room. So say hi to USA. Hello. Mr. Joel Rockwood from USA. And Thailand. Say hi to Thailand. And have some part of and from Lithuania. Hello, Lithuania. And have some people will join uh, soon right now. So this is a great time. Uh, every month, every 2 months, we can listen the global training from our research and development. Uh, we have the great event in last 2 months that we talk about Umi and Flex. So today we have the new product. It's an old product, but the new flavor and why it's better, why it's an upgrade. Today we can learn more and we will get some information and so the document that Joel will show today and will upload to our website geopass.co that we can use it to do marketing and also you can share to your friend to make confidence in our product process and the benefit of our nutrition. I would like to invite our guest speaker today. We know him, the research and the VP of Research and Development, and also the father of Joe. Please welcome Mr. Joel Rockwood.
Thank you. Thank you very much. The little hands go clapping up over the screen. I got to tell you, it's a pleasure to be able to see you. My camera has been out for the past couple of presentations, and I've got things taken care of now. This feels much more. It feels real, where it felt like I was pretending or just doing it in front of a camera before because I didn't feel like I was actually part of it with you. So I'm glad I got this handled. But thank you, Joe. Today I'm kind of excited to talk about it's a new product, but it's also not a new product, which is Heart Peach. We have historically, excuse me, had our heart be a butterscotch flavor, which that was done out of a certain amount of necessity because the technology just really wasn't there to be able to make that product palatable. There were some bitter alkaloids in there that would turn very sulfury and they wouldn't taste good if we didn't process things a certain way, and the butterscotch flavor is the one that really it just made sense to do it that way because how we had to mask that flavor, that's the way the product wanted to go was butterscotch, and so then that ended up making it very sweet, a little too sweet for a lot of people's taste. And butterscotch is, I mean, we've got a bunch of fruit flavors. We've got apples and we've got berries and, we've got mangoes. And then we have butterscotch, which here in the States, that's considered old man candy. So you see the old men in the back of the room and they're unwrapping their little, and then, um, Oh, we don't need to work with the butterscotch. I still enjoy butterscotch flavor, but that doesn't mean that we need this product to be butterscotch flavored. But the peach, it's a very vibrant, refreshing peach. I think it's much more fitting of the product. And there's a lot of nutritional changes that go along with that. But I'm gonna pull up some slides here and we will get right into it. Doop. Okay, I'm sharing my screen, but oop, there we go. Okay, there. Okay, I need to get rid of, there it is. Okay. Sorry, I needed to be able to see the screen just right so that I can talk to you about what I'm seeing. Heart, heart with the peach. It is a great product, and it's got a foundation around gel. When I do these, I like to talk about gel a little bit anyway. And I know a lot of you have heard this, but it bears repeating. Um, the suspension gel technology is is really the core of this. I mean, each product has its nutrients, it has its additions, and it has its wonderful points. But every product has the suspension gel technology as a core, as a base. Now, the benefits of the suspension gel technology is when you take it in the stomach, when you eat it, we see the tablets and the pills there and everything. They just don't have enough surface area. They don't dissolve as readily. Some people have a much harder time breaking them down than others do. Some people can manage. Some people can do it fine. When you take a gel into your body, it you don't have to worry about dissolving it. You don't have to worry about how far through my system is it going to get before it breaks down, before it can absorb. You can get right into absorbing the nutrients. Um, when you have a gel, and this is the wrong product, I'm holding Viz. When you have a heart product, you have it. It's easy to hold. It's easy to put in your pocket. You don't have to pick the lint out of it like you would a tablet or something. It's more convenient, flat out. When we make a gel product, the first the first packet is the same as the last packet. It is an even distribution of products. You don't have to worry about if all the nutrients have settled to the bottom of the product or not. The gel suspends, suspension gel. It suspends the nutrients. You get a better absorption. A lot of these, if you look at tablets, a lot of the carriers that make a tablet compressible actually inhibit the absorption of those same nutrients they're trying to deliver. So that becomes problematic as well. And we don't have any preservatives in here. This is a gel. It does have a water component to it, but processing is a very high-tech, very modern situation. We don't need preservatives in these products because they're made so cleanly and so properly. So what can Heart do for you? What can Heart bring to the table? Heart Peach, and we'll get to the peach part a little bit later. We've talked about it a little bit. One thing, and the main thing that we built this product on is something that's called conditionally essential nutrients. We all have essential nutrients. There's essential amino acids, there's essential vitamins, there's essential this, that, and the others. Um, but if you are concerned about your cardiovascular health, and if you fall into a certain category, there are an additional set of nutrients that are called conditionally essential nutrients. And so if you have this certain condition, they become essential nutrients for you. And so it's very important to know what those are. And we get a bunch of them here in Heart. And this is what we based this product on. It's things that are going to benefit the heart, and particularly for people who would find themselves in that conditional situation. If you aren't if you aren't concerned, if your heart is strong and it's healthy, this is still a benefit for you. It helps maintain that healthiness and that strength. But if you need help, if you need support, if you need to be, um, mindful of your heart, if you're in that situation, this is a great product. Now, what we have here is a strong list of nutrients, and we're going to start by talking about carnitine. Now, carnitine it's an amino acid, but what it does, your heart feeds off of certain fatty acids. It doesn't work off of just pure carbohydrates like some other things do. Your heart works off fatty acids. Carnitine is something that helps shuttle those fatty acids. It helps transport them to the heart so your heart has the energy for it. It also combats heart-related oxidative stress. So we have, oxidative stress is a negative thing. It's something that we don't want to have in our heart. Now, the carnitine, it's a good antioxidant, and it's going to fight against that stress. And this is one of a handful of ingredients that we have, and we have a good amount in there, which we'll go over the amounts here in just a little bit. Now, there, taurine. Taurine is another one that is great. Well, taurine, it says that it regulates calcium levels in the heart. Now, if you have calcium levels that kind of get static and you get too much of it and they're not mobile, they can cause irregular contractions. The taurine helps to manage to regulate the levels, the calcium levels in the heart, so that you can have good contraction, good pumping function. It also helps maintain a healthy blood pressure, which is something that we need. If your blood pressure gets too high, it's going to cause too much strain on the heart, and you get too much stuff, too much pressure going throughout your body. And if you get too low, you don't have enough. You start to get like woozy. You get lightheaded. You can't think as well because your blood pressure is low. You have low energy. So maintaining a good, healthy blood pressure, whether it be high or low, maintaining a good, healthy blood pressure is important, and it's something that taurine helps. CoQ10. CoQ10 does so many things, and this works throughout the whole body. But if we focus primarily on what it does for the heart, it boosts ATP production. Now, ATP, it's an adenosine triphosphate. It's this compound that works in your mitochondria. And what it actually is, it's found in every cell in the body, and that's sort of the currency that your body uses for energy. So when your heart has more ATP production, your heart has more energy. It's more energetic. It has energy stores that it can call on. The ATP also helps healthy blood vessels. So when you have blood vessels are, veins and arteries, and it's going to help support the structural part of those. Because literally every cell in your body has mitochondria in it, and these mitochondria are producing ATP, and that is what is fueling the fire that is, your body, your ability to move around. So supporting those blood vessels, helping you move that blood throughout there and giving your heart the energy it needs. CoQ10 is a strong player in that. Polycosanol. Polycosanol it's actually derived from sugar cane, which is an interesting thing. It's a sugar cane wax. So when they get the sugar cane and they pull the juice out and they dehydrate that and make sugar out of it and everything. Well, there's a certain amount of kind of a waxy substance that comes out of the sugar cane that is separate from the sweet juice or the sugar. And from that wax, they've found this compound polycosanol, which it helps to maintain healthy cholesterol levels, and it's really good at that. It also helps with circulation. keeping your blood flowing smoothly throughout the body. Now, cholesterol levels, there's a couple of different types, and I'm sure many of you know better than I'm a chemist by education. I'm not medically trained per se. But when it comes to HDL and LDL, different types, high density cholesterol versus low density cholesterol. Um, the polycosanol really helps against the low density cholesterol, which is viewed as the bad stuff. You know, you want a good level of the good stuff, and you want the bad stuff to be, sort of as low as you can. So it helps uh, optimize those cholesterol levels. It's a good way of putting it because uh, you don't want to remove all cholesterol from your body. Cholesterol it's a useful compound. It's just there's negative aspects of it. There's bad types of cholesterol, and those are the ones that we want to downplay, and we want to help support the healthy levels. Healthy circulation, along with the blood vessels that we talked about earlier, very, very important. Folic acid. Now, folic acid is something, it helps control, I mean, there's a lot of good benefits here, but when it comes to cardiovascular health, folic acid, it helps reduce homocysteine levels or maintain healthy homocysteine levels. Homocysteine, if we get too much of it, it damages the inside of the arterial wall. And so it gets rough. And so if you were to rub sandpaper all over the inside of your arteries, you get little frays, um, it's rough, and that allows plaque and cholesterol and things to grab onto that, and so then that shrinks the wall of your blood vessel. It makes it smaller. So we want really smooth interior surfaces on the arteries. Well, the homocysteine kind of scratches the walls and allows for things to deposit there and to build up. And that's how you get, if you've got a blood vessel, it's a big blood vessel. If you've got one that big and it starts to block off over here and eventually it's closed off a quarter of it. I mean, that's just one side of it. And the homocysteine is scratching all the walls. So it's going to just sort of slowly close in. So we don't want the homocysteine. He's a bad guy. Um, so that having the folic acid there to reduce that is a positive thing. Selenium. Selenium helps to fight free radicals. It help the inflammation response. It's going to, fight against oxidative stress, and it also supports calcium flux or calcium movement, like we talked about just a little bit earlier. It's going to help keep that calcium moving, so it doesn't get static and settle into the heart muscle to sort of cause a static contraction. We don't want that. We need the heart muscle just keeping mobile and nimble and being able to contract and release as it needs to. So selenium is a very positive thing there. Now, one of the flagship ingredients that we have here is oyster mushroom. Oyster mushroom which is something that I learn new things about because there's so many things. I used this ingredient because a it has a natural component that is it's identical. It's structurally identical to lovastatin, which lovastatin is like a pharmaceutical type statin that helps for cholesterol levels. Oyster mushroom contains a naturally occurring level of this, I believe they call it, it starts with an M. I forget. Forgive me. It's a type of statin, but it's structurally, it's just natural lovastatin. Um, it has that in there, and plus it's got the 1,3 beta glucan, which is great for supporting immune health and um, you know, maintaining proper inflammation levels. Beta glucan is fantastic. But one thing that I learned later is that oyster mushrooms actually have a compound in them that is a heart specific antioxidant. which I think is really interesting. It's, and again, this is another name that I can't. It's like one of these big, long, difficult to pronounce names. But it is a very specific antioxidant that helps protect the heart. So not only are we getting the benefit of helping to maintain cholesterol levels, but we're getting the beta glucan from the mushroom, and that's going to help support our immune system and help work things there. But we're getting very specific antioxidants. Now, all of these together make a fantastic product. When I build a product, I like to go from at least three different angles because not everything is going to work for everyone. If you think about weight loss products, let's go there for just a minute. If one weight loss product worked for everybody, how many weight loss products do you think there would be? It would probably just be the one because it worked for everybody. I mean, there'd be different people trying to sell it, but it'd be the same thing because they knew it was going to work. But not everything works for everybody. Which I think is interesting because yeah, we're all people and there are some things that we all need water, right? We all need carbohydrates and we all need proteins and there's some basic things there that we all have in common. But physiologically, when it comes to nutrition, there are some differences. Some things are better than others. For Dave, and something might be better for Eddie than it is for Dave. And so, we have to look at different ways to benefit a broad spectrum of people. And so I like to look at things in three different ways, attack it from three different angles. So if this angle doesn't work for a given person, maybe these two angles work for them. Maybe all three work for somebody and they get, just fantastic benefit, but maybe only one of them work. But that way, we cover a broad range of different people that can experience the benefit there. Now, when we put all of these together, again, a fantastic product, and each of these individual ingredients. This is PubMed.gov. That is a website that is maintained by the National Institute of Health in the United States. And I'm sure there's corollary organizations and websites all over the world. But there's published documents, studies, research studies, peer-reviewed things about all of these ingredients. If you have other questions, if you want to see actual research and evidence about, how has this been tested and how has this ingredient been used? And there's so much information there, and it doesn't matter which product you're looking at. If you want to look at umi, you can look up fucoidan and find a wealth of information. If you want to look up oyster mushrooms, you can find a tremendous amount of information. And so there's a great source of research if you're inclined to do some homework. A lot of people might take this as, okay, I hear it, I like it, I'm strengthened by it, and that's great. I feel confident about it. Other people might take it and they'll take a couple notes and say, I'm going to go learn more about this, and that's fantastic. And that's a good resource for you is PubMed.gov. Now, to the nutritional information for this, we used to have 9 carbohydrates in this product, and I believe it was 8 grams of sugar. Because we're able to process it a little differently because we have fantastic manufacturing and the processes have evolved a little bit. We're able to get we're able to have reduced that. So we've made a product that we don't need to use the same reaction mechanism that we had to use before to make all of the ingredients work together in a way that is palatable. It's just been a really good advancement for us. So we have a lot less sugar in there, and we have fewer calories. It used to be 40 calories, now it's 20. It used to be 9 carbs, now it's 4. It used to be 8 sugars, now it's 3. Well, we're getting, as you can see, we get all of our folic acid in there. We get a fair amount of selenium, and then we have our heart blend, which is the other guys that we discussed: the oyster mushroom, the carnitine, the taurine, the CoQ10, and the polycosanol. And all of these are wrapped up in, if you look at the very bottom of that ingredient list, is the guar gum, the xanthan gum, the all of those things that look like they're just other ingredients. They're some of the things that compose the suspension gel, and they're the ones that make the magic work. Using them in the right ratios and in the right environment, that's what creates such a wonderful environment for enhanced absorption, for convenience, for being able to carry around a business card with you that you can hand out to people and they can taste the product right there, and then they have your information right there. It's a fantastic way to do things. That is my information on heart. Now there is Joe mentioned a document that we have, and I'm going to pull up this document here and share it briefly with you. It's something we're still working on. Um, it's not quite finished. It's being reviewed presently, but we have a product profile. Can you see that, Joe? Give me a nod if you can.
Yes,
Oh, okay, great,
already show. Yeah.
great. Okay. Um, So it's going to have a little bit of marketing, a little bit of research, scientific summary, some claims that you can use and some claims that you shouldn't use. Safety cautions and assessment, age guideline, glossary, if there's some terms in here that you don't understand, and then some references. Just a general front page there, but the marketing, to put your heart in the right place, and you can maintain healthy cholesterol levels, fuel and protect your heart. And when we get all this done, we can read through that with some more marketing, some research here. So this is traditional use. Traditionally, oyster mushrooms have been used in this way. And so it goes through and explains where this whole concept came from. That it's not a pharmaceutical. It's not lovastatin. It's a naturally occurring compound within the mushroom. And a lot a lot of different compounds have that. One of the things that's talked about in here is chocolate. Chocolate has a certain amount of caffeine, but um, you don't call it caffeine. It's chocolate. It just happens to deliver that little bit of energy. Well, these are mushrooms, and they happen to deliver a little bit of this cardiovascular benefit. Um, so here's a list of the active materials in it and what they're currently used for. Support energy in the heart muscle, cellular support, helping cholesterol levels, maintaining homocysteine levels. Then here's a scientific summary that goes through each of the ingredients and gives a brief description of what each of those are. And then here are some claims that you can use, and here are some that you should not use. Just to give you an idea of what is okay to say and what is not okay to say. Some safety cautions, because there's always people and situations that are the exception. In general, this is going to be a perfectly healthy product for most people, but there's always people that are um, outliers that have individual circumstances. Age guidelines, and this is to what I would do personally. Uh, like I have 12-year-old, I have 14-year-old. I don't mind them taking this product, but from a legal perspective, the company needs to be very careful with what they recommend as far as how people take it. Glossary, here's explanation of different terms that are used, and then here are some references. So it's a good document, and there's a lot of good ways to use it. But we will get this finalized and be able to get that posted and get it up there soon so that we can use it. Well, I'm already using it, so you guys can be able to use it. But oh, I guess I did miss one last slide, but it just said question and answer. So my question is, are there any questions?
Okay, anyone have question? You can ask Joel for this night. We have the time around 15 minutes. Yeah, you can ask the yeah about HRT new pitch or any question to another product if you can. You can open your microphone or you can type. I can read for you. Okay, so I would like to say thank you, Joel. I
Yeah.
love your document. The,
Oh, thank you.
yeah, and I did
And I'm working on these again with Miss Rungrat. She's got to have the final sign off on that kind of stuff. But we're trying to get that information available for everyone, just to have good resources,
yeah
good information that they can share. Some people like to be a little more technical.
yes yeah
Some people just want to learn a little bit. And this document is great for both. If you want to really get into it, you can. And if you want to just give it a surface read and understand a little more, you can do that too.
this document make us for confident to sponsor new people and
Oh,
talk
good.
about product and
That's the hope.
Dr. Mao from Taiwan asks, can we get this information after meeting? Maybe take a time.
Not quite yet.
Not finished yet.
Yeah, not quite yet. It's still being reviewed.
All right.
There might be a couple of minor changes, but I wouldn't want to get a version of the document sent out early
Yes.
if it's not quite ready. But soon, soon.
All right.
Okay. And
And
have the sorry, anyone? Okay, Dr. Mao, you can ask.
yes, I want to share one good news.
Yeah.
And yeah, and check the picture I already sent to
Okay,
everyone. Yeah.
Dr. Mao
And
on.
Joe, you
Okay,
can upload it.
okay. We have some good news, testimonial from Taiwan. Okay, I get. I try to get. Let me get.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay.
where you send to me.
In the message in this meeting room.
Oh, it's in meeting room.
Yeah, with the Marinova photo.
Oh,
Yeah.
photo. Okay.
Yeah.
Marinova.
Okay. I want to share on the screen. Okay. Sorry. I download to my computer first.
All right.
Okay, and I want to share. Because Dr. Mao, he is a medical doctor in Taiwan, and he have a lot of case from the patients and customers. So maybe the case is a look amazing because he believes in our product for 20 years, and he uh, have to test many people. Right now, I think in Taiwan, it's more than 10,000 people to use our product.
Yeah, I
Okay,
was
I
going to say,
showed this.
Dr. Mao has been a champion of the product for quite
Yes,
some time.
yes.
That's right.
Okay,
All
can
right.
you talk about this?
Okay. We check this picture and we can see this machine is from Germany.
Mm-hmm.
And this is called Mora and can test every product, every ingredient is better or not good for the body. And every other product test, the point is about 3,000, 6,000, other product. But our heart, the more test it is 1 million,
1 million?
1 million
Holy cow.
point. Yeah, it's the top value for this machine. So it shows that it's wonderful for our heart. The
Wow.
perfect formula. Yeah.
Wow.
This is what I want to share.
Wow, wow. Because Mao Shi, he is a holistic doctor. So he know about some equipment is so another product is just 1,000, right? 6,000, 3,000, and our product is
Yes.
1 million. Wow.
Yes.
So this is yeah. So you have more confidence about this one. Yeah. Thank you,
That's right.
Dr. Mao, for this information.
Thank you.
Wow. Okay. Another question from another country. We have that from Ireland, Diamante, uh, Lithuania from Tanyana from Lithuania, and you can ask. Do you have question? Okay. If you don't have question, I have one question, Joel. Uh,
Sure.
hard piece is quite sour, and for the next time, can let sour drop down and because of someone they taste it and it's a too sour and can a little
Uh,
bit drop
we
down.
can look at that. One of the things, one of the ways that we're able to make the product without preservatives is by keeping a very specific pH range on the
Oh.
product. Um, it sometimes the pH is motivated by taste, but it has to be here or below. Now, if we
Mm.
go here, it's not really any better than here. It just tastes a little different. So we can see if there is any room to move on that, but it might be that's just based on the pH that is needed to maintain a healthy, shelf-stable product.
If we push more sweet a little bit, like for to make it a balance, maybe the pH even low sugar and no sweet.
Sweetness does balance the tart.
Maybe we can
So
push more 1 gram, something like that. Sugar one
yeah,
gram.
we'll explore
Yeah,
that. We can explore that. Absolutely.
yeah. Put more sweet. Uh,
Yeah, from Probe. Yeah.
Probably put more sweet. Maybe not too sweet, like the same, just 1 gram. We can try 1 gram.
Yeah,
That is
sure.
yeah, yeah. Thank you. Thank you,
Sure. Yeah,
Proby.
we
Yeah.
will look at that. That's good feedback. Thank you.
Have a question from Diamante. Okay, I go to read. That's amazing. Would be able to get the booklet on this product. Oh, the if the supplement information that you already talked, right?
Yes, yes. We're
Okay.
working on that. Again, just need to, I wanted to share it with you guys because this is a good opportunity. It's not quite ready for open distribution yet, but it's close. So
Okay.
it'll be soon.
Okay, on the process. So you have the confidence we have the backup. That we have many team around the world, so many language we have to translate and on the process and update the because I saw that talk about beta glucan in oyster mushroom. That is the first time that I know.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Beta glucan is it's found in a lot of mushrooms, particularly the medicinal type mushrooms. Your uh, oyster mushrooms, your lion's mane, your turkey, things like that. But they do contain a large amount of beta glucan, and they have a really meaningful immune
Hmm.
function.
So, Joel would try to update everything is on 2026. It's not 10 years ago. So everything take time a little bit. So we need upgrade for you, everything best for you. Okay, Diamante, what are the amount of ingredient in the product? That is not the list
Not
for
listed
all
for
the
all the
ingredient.
ingredients. Well, there's we don't give out all of the amounts of all of the products. We give out the amounts that are um, the ones that are regulated. Well, one of the things that we do to protect our intellectual property is to use a proprietary blend, and there are certain trade secrets. Now, if it is a vitamin or a mineral or something that needs to be declared, we absolutely will declare that. But when it comes down to our particular blend of helpful components. We give general information so that people know roughly how much is out there, but we can't give out all of that detailed information because it really gives away a lot of our intellectual property.
Mm. Okay, so thank you for this question. So I know that yes, someone they need like exactly amounts, but I think we have a secret about
It's
yeah,
considered a trade
secret.
secret. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
I mean, as far as I'm reading here, high blood pressure medication does to heart thin the blood. If someone is on heparin, warfarin, I would consult with your doctor and see where that falls. That's one of those. I'm not a medical doctor. I can't um, advise on that. Um, but I can tell you that it's better safe than sorry. If you are on one of those medications, just it wouldn't hurt to ask a person, ask the doctor, and see where that falls. A lot of times, standard medical doctors, at least here in the States, they don't know a ton about nutrition. I mean, they know general nutrition, like, eat healthy and things like that. But when it comes to supplements, there's not as much training there. And so it becomes a little tricky to just ask your doctor because, if I say I'm taking oyster mushrooms, he's going to go, well, great. Did you put sauce on them? He's gonna think I put mushrooms on my pizza. He's not gonna think about the health benefits of the particular type of mushroom that I'm eating. So you gotta ask the right questions to the right people.
Okay. Another question.
I have one question, please.
Yes.
As my brother-in-law, he has a high blood sugar, and he takes his medicine and also takes herbs almost
Mhm.
every day. And then I would like to know that if he stops to take medicine and takes only a heart, how how about his uh, high pressure? It will come normal, and how
So he
can
takes medication for high blood pressure.
yes.
Yeah, it's a risky game to play. If you're on medication for high blood pressure, I would recommend that he consults with his doctor. Don't just stop taking your medication and start taking this. They may not work the same. Usually, if you're getting prescribed a medication, it's because you have meaningful levels that need to change. Heart works in a very natural way, and it's a progressive benefit as opposed to a lot of pharmaceuticals have an immediate. I have a brother that is on high blood pressure medication. If he takes it, he has a standard, 120 over 80. If he doesn't take it, he gets into like 220, 225 over something. It goes crazy. He needs to take that medicine, and he couldn't just take heart and have it fix his problem. So not being familiar with, and again, not being a medical doctor, but not being familiar with your brother's specific circumstance, I would strongly recommend and encourage that he work with his doctor on it with an understanding that he would like to move away from the medication and that the heart may be able to help him do that, the heart product. But just out of an abundance of caution, I would you definitely want to work with the medical professional in that process. It's a solid question, though. I do get that occasionally where some people just want to, like, okay, I'm taking this product now. I'm going to drop everything else I'm doing, and it's ill-advised. It's generally not the best way to do it. If you're on something, you can slowly transition, and that's going to be the best way.
Thank you, Joel. We have a question from Damente. You mentioned that HRT help with cleaning blood vessel, right? That are big cock. How long would be take to clean the vessel? Oh,
Wow, that's difficult to say. That's not a question that we can answer on that. Um, when this document does come out, it again talks about things you can say and things you can't say, shouldn't say about the product. That addresses things that we can't get into. And even if we could get into it, it's going to be super individual. It's going to be different for everybody. So difficult to it's difficult to say. One thing about cardiovascular health is you don't have a little number on your forehead that says, 685, and then you can just take your product and over the course of the next week, you can watch the number go down. You don't have that. Um, you can have blood tests and you can test for different levels of this and that, but then to check for individual blockages or clogs, you really have to have scans, and some are much bigger and more involved than others, and it's just not a question that we can really answer. Sorry.
okay. So I would like to talk about my experience in my customer and team in Thailand. We say that we balancing the cholesterol. When the cholesterol is balancing in long time, and your body will take care the balance in your vessel. We cannot take a talk about that cleansing because no one can clean your vessel, right? So if
Yeah.
you have the not too high cholesterol for a long time, like a balance, you eat a normal in long time, that your
Yeah.
vessel they will clean themselves because you have a balancing
Over
cholesterol
time. Yeah. It
over
took a
time
long
in long
time. It
time.
took a long time to get in the situation. It's going to take a little bit of time to get back out of the
Yeah,
situation.
we can say that balance the cholesterol, the good cholesterol and bad cholesterol is low down. So
Yeah.
your vessel is a cleansing by
Yeah.
themselves. Take time, maybe
Yeah.
for my experience.
We do absolutely need patience.
Yeah.
Now, some people that are ahead of the game that don't already have heart issues, they um, taking something to protect against something else happening, that's fantastic. But those that have a situation that they need to take it for, that's where the patience comes in.
Yes, yes. So you can take together for my experience in Thailand, you take HRT together with medicine. I want to talk about some my customer that they high cholesterol and they take statin medicine and they
Mhm.
take HRT for 6 months and the cholesterol is come to normal and they take 3 pills a day and the doctor say, oh, you make really good results but test
Good
and
progress. Yeah.
they drop down to 2 pills, something like that. And after 6 months, they drop down to 1 pill. Take time 1 year, drop down from 3 pill to 1 pill, because your body have some nutrition that they work very good with your cell, with your body. That we can say
It's
on that.
improving. It's
Yeah.
improving, getting better, and so you can work yourself off. Now the heart should help that process along the way, and then eventually maybe the heart is all you need.
Okay. The quick question from uh, uh, the new team from Thailand. HRT piece a new flavor are the actually different ingredient. It's the same ingredient, right?
They're the same ingredients.
Mhm.
It's really a good product, and it's based on some really solid research. And so what we've done is we've lowered we changed the flavor, and we lowered the caloric content and the sugar content. Um, but it is very much the same product.
Yes. So you can take right now because this taste is better. Yeah, better. And another question from the
Apparently, it needs
replay.
to be a little bit sweeter, maybe, or a little less sour, but
Yeah.
it It's a nice peach either way.
Yeah. Maybe it would help if people take by half of the packet a day and slowly improve their heart muscle health or in time medical would be need in some time we need patients. You can take one pack if your customer or your people they take one pack is okay. If they have some like a side effect, maybe the side effect is not from our product, maybe many factor, right? So
Yeah.
you can take half to like a like a
Adjust to work your way
adjust.
into it. Take half a packet for
Yes.
the first week or something, and then your body can.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's a lot of products that I take that when I first start taking them, I start a little lower just to let my body get. Maybe my body would be fine with it at the full dose, but it's always good to kind of test things out and make sure. Because if it makes me nauseous, it it's gonna make me not want to take that product again. And so I try to be careful how I take them. So I work my way into it. So I give it the best chance I can.
I think finish the question.
Okay.
So thank you for everyone for today and tonight. We go to take photo together. Photo.
Photo.
Okay, please open your camera and with the HRT if you have, and take photo together. Thank you for your time. Thank you our guest Joel Rockwood, the founder of Gel, and thank you for everyone around the world, every continent. We love this training so much, so we take together photo.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more awesome videos.